chief editor of College Management and Law Journal, he has published volumes that have been very appreciated by academia world. A prolific speaker, he has participated in addressing in numerous workshops, seminars, conferences pan-India. Vice Chancellor's Association with CPJ College of Higher Studies and School of Law for over a decade now, Director General has brought rich laurels to the college in all areas. His contribution to the academic world is being recognized with a number of rewards and felicitations received from various organizations. Now, I would like to request Yugank to please come up on the stage. And Dr. Amit please come for felicitation of Mr. Yugank Chaturvedi.
Switch on the lights of the auditorium. I want to see everybody. Switch the light off of the projector. And switch the lights on of the auditorium. Till the lights are on. Good morning, everyone. Sorry for being a little late. I was very badly engaged in some personal engagements back at home. Frankly speaking, I would have not come today if LL.B was not to be there. But I kind of not slept the whole night. I was not in my right energy. But still, since it was being scheduled, I thought not it to be good that I don't make it when all students are waiting for the same. I'll just be picking up things. But before I start with the PDP, my dear students, one thing for sure, आप में से जो serious नहीं है, for the next 2 hours, it's 11:30 plus. I'll finish up by around max 1:30. For the next 2 hours, आप में से कोई भी बच्चा जो serious नहीं हो, उससे मेरी request है, I will not mind it. I seriously would not mind it. He can or she can leave the auditorium. I wait for 10 seconds to give you the time to leave the auditorium. Any one of you who is not that keen, who is sitting here by default कि आपको बैठना पड़ रहा है इसलिए आप बैठे हैं, मुझे किसी तरह का अगर मैं आपसे बात करूंगा, किसी तरह के vague expressions or anything like that, I would not be appreciated. I just want absolute listening, and this is what I am here for. If any one of you, I am still repeating, is not too keen to attend the PDP today, can leave the auditorium. Otherwise, once you are there, I would not like your heads to be bent, to be checking your mobiles. I would not appreciate you looking into each other. I would be appreciating that anyone and every one of you is looking straight into me and listening and understanding what I'm trying to say. Anybody is feeling sleepy? I have not slept the whole night. But any one of you is feeling sleepy can go out, wash your face, come and sit back again. But I want lively faces, lively guys, lively students, full of energy sitting before me. So this is it. I think none of you has left the audience, so you all are very keen. So now maintain the absolute, what is it called, the right way of attending a personality development program. I'll take the center stage and start the exhibition. Hello. Hello. This is not operating. Hello. Do people have worked out the things? Where's the voice back? Hello.
फेसबुक है क्या किसका सेट करा स्टैंड पे लगा
Hello.
इसी स्टैंड में फंसा एक में एक
Kaushik. I think I think Mr. Raman, sorry to say. Anyway, if this thing happens, are all the lights on? Lights on in the kitchen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Personality. Law students, so one thing for sure, don't think because a successful lawyer, you're a successful legal professional बनने के लिए, you need to get gold medals. No. That is not essential. That is not the necessary condition for that. Take my words for granted. Success पाने के लिए content होना बहुत जरूरी है. Yeah, you understand, you know the subject called law. But more important to that is how do you interpret that? How do you express that? How do you present that? And for that, the most important thing is the personality. Don't think personality is what? Somebody may say somebody is a tall, handsome, a good looking guy has a very nice personality. I'm sorry, it's not. Just not. Personality is not external looks. You can say somebody is handsome. You can say somebody is good looking. But that doesn't guarantee that that person has a personality. Personality is a combination of how you externally appear. I'm not again saying by appearance, by your behavior, by your walk, by your dress up, by everything, what guarantees you, and you are like that. Number one. And what is inside you, the skills that you possess, क्योंकि आपकी हर चीज में कोई ना कोई स्किल आपका एग्जिबिट हो रहा होगा. तो जब वो एग्जिबिट हो रहा होगा, तो no two doubts about the same. It is at that point of time that you are able to make out that who's who. I have gone through a lot of things in my life. I have tremendous exposure to the private sector. Leading multinationals, real leading multinationals, and it's a multinational that doesn't mean just any multinational. The companies like Recon, GmbH, the G, and like that. Worked with them, started my career with them at Europe. I was in London, etc., etc. And have run my own company for good 18 years by the name Google India. Tasted grand success as an entrepreneur. All through I was going for my operations to leading institutes, picking up the best of the students from those MBA institutes, getting them into jobs, putting them into placements with leading multinationals. And it is because of that that my interaction with students had been all through 30 years. I've been interacting with students, and I always appreciate and love that, because when you remain with the young blood, you remain young at heart yourself also. That is my gut feel, and that's why I would say, the reason that why am I here at CPJ, it is the love of the students, it is the affection by them, it is the kind of affinity that I have created with the student fraternity in this college for the last 10 years that I remain on. And I think so that gave me, हिंदी में कहते हैं जिजीविषा, मुझे जिजीविषा है मेरे अंदर, वो वहाँ से उत्पन्न होती है. So one thing for sure, my dear students, you love this session with me for the next 2 hours. But understand करना उसे, सिर्फ समझने से बात नहीं है, सिर्फ सुनने से बात नहीं है. बात उसको अमल करने दो. And you will believe it, yeah, that needs to be given a pondering and thought. And this is what is the most important. Hello, yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Personality Development Program. As the name suggests, it is something to be spoken with you all, and how to develop your personality. As I said, personality is not looks, personality is not height, personality is not the color, personality is not the thickness of your hair, or very sharp features. That's not personality. Believe me, I say some people whose personality has influenced me, Barack Obama, the ex-US president. Barack Obama, when it comes to looks and all, very average looks, but when he speaks, when he talks, loves to hear that. You love to hear that. What he's talking sense. He means there's substance in that. When he moves, when he talks, when he shakes hands with someone, there's some authority in it. That is personality. Personality is not something that, it is inborn. Inborn is legacy. What is legacy? What you inherit. Developing your personality comes not from your inheritance. Inheritance may affect your looks. It may give your external appearance, but not your personality. What would personality be? I would say, how to get it started. You are in the first semester. Very soon, time flies. Very soon you will find yourself in your 9th semester. And in the 9th semester, 10th semester is no classes, if you are all aware of it. Yeah? 10th semester of yours is purely internship with an advocate in a legal firm or anything like that, where you have to be engaged for a period of 5 months or so, and no examinations. It happens to be an external viva, in which somebody from the outside, an external resource, comes to the college here and takes your complete viva, in which you produce your dissertation. If I am wrong, please correct me, Mr. Rama. In which you produce your dissertation and the court diaries and all, and based on that, what you have prepared, what you did for those 6 months, you are awarded, marks in your 10th semester. There is no classes, there is no written examination of your final year. So when you are in the 9th semester, you will be going down and meeting some leading advocate for your internship, or maybe a leading law firm. Believe me, it is going to be not that how much you have really scored. How much have you really scored in your last 8 semesters would not be the most major criteria. The most major criteria of your sailing through that internship, bagging that position to be with that buddy, that senior advocate or that legal firm for the next 4-5 months of your internship would be purely based upon how good you interviewing you, who's interacting with you, with your personality. So developing yourself from this stage to that stage in the 5th year, in the 9th semester, is what is really required. Yeah? So this is something which needs to understand. I would say I will come on those things later to you. The first thing, in a personality of anybody, what are those traits? What are those skills? वो क्या ऐसी skills हैं जिसको मैं generic skills बोलता हूँ हमेशा? ऐसी वो क्या skills हैं जो आपको आपके अंदर मौजूद होनी चाहिए, जिससे आप भरपूर होने चाहिए और जिस वजह से आपका complete external speaking और आपकी सब चीजें is absolutely a result of that only. So that is number one. I would say have a very, very, very strong belief in yourself. Self-belief. What is self-belief? Believing that I can do it. Believing I could do it. Believing why it could not be done by me. I shall sail through. I will be victorious. I will win this war. The moment you have a feel like that, it is then only that you can say it too. Because with that kind of a feeling, ऐसी अगर आपने अपने अंदर एक इच्छा जाग लेती है, अपने आप को strong किया कि मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकता, मैं करूँगा, मैं believe me, the most leading lawyers in India today, world across, all the people, honorable judges occupying those respectable seats in all the courts today. Really go through the autobiographies of this. You will come to understand they were not gold medalists. They were not XYZ from only NLUs. NLUs to produce if you stay 2 decades in India. They are from some normal college from Bareilly or Agra or Allahabad or Lucknow, a law college. But they have grown up. They literally proved themselves because they had that metal in them. Or for that metal, first thing to get started, have a very strong belief. Yeah. I think orientation में किसी ने आप लोगों से बात की थी, उस बातचीत के दौरान मैंने आपसे रोप का एग्जाम्पल लिया था, एलिफेंट का, लिया था? Remember? What was that? Yeah.
सर एक एलिफेंट को मतलब वो चेन से बंधा रहता है और उसको बचपन से आप बोलता है कि उसको मतलब जब वो छोटा होता है बेबी एलिफेंट होता है तभी से उसको चेन से बंधा रहता है तो उसे पता होता है कि जब वो बड़ा होगा कि उसे तोड़ नहीं पाएगा. आपने एग्जांपल दिया.
Okay. What she is trying to say, thank you so much. A baby elephant, when it's time, just 4 days, 5 days born elephant, छोटा सा बच्चा पर बहुत कटकट होता है, उसको जब एक छोटी सी खूंटी के साथ बांध दिया जाता है, बहुत कोशिश करता है उसे तोड़ने की, रोज कोशिश करता है, नहीं तोड़ पाता, नहीं तोड़ पाता, नहीं तोड़ पाता, बहुत थोड़ा बड़ा होता जाता है, अभी भी कोशिश करता है, नहीं तोड़ पाता, he gives up and he develops a self-belief. He develops a self-belief that I cannot break this rope. मैं इस जंजीर को नहीं तोड़ सकता इस चेन को. इतनी है कोई जंबो एलिफेंट बन जाता है, मतलब कोई जंबो एलिफेंट है, उसके अंदर self-belief इतनी strong हो चुकी होती है, वो try नहीं करता because he knows I cannot do it. It would be a futile exercise and this is what it is. I'll give you another example of self-belief. Very nice and beautiful example it is. A businessman is getting late for his flight. And finally, he is able to catch it. Last person to get inside the aircraft, the air hostess takes him, just guides him, your seat is that side. Okay, seat पे जाकर के बैठता है. May I request that boy sitting there? Hello. Yeah, madam, next to you. Can you please sit the right way? Or if you want to relax, you can go to the medical room and lie on the table there. Can you please come and sit there in the front? Please get up. I'm saying it to you. Please come and sit here. I want to see how tightly you sit down through 2 hours. If you're not keen, you can leave right away. Warning everyone. And all once again I'm saying, next time I won't ask you to come and sit here or there. I'll straightaway ask you to be out of this audience. And you'll note that name, which would be imprinted at the back of my mind for the next 5 years. Remember that. Self-belief. So this guy enters the aircraft, reaches his seat और सीट पे बैठ जाता है. नोट करता है मेरी बीच की सीट है, बीच की सीट पे बैठता है. एक साइड पे छोटी सी बच्ची बैठी है, which is who is occupying the window seat. Next to him is an old lady. He thinks maybe this old lady की granddaughter होगी, but then he realizes that his granddaughter होगी तो दोनों इकट्ठे बैठते हैं. He could make out maybe somebody is, put the baby here. उनको शायद कोई रिसीव करेगा या प्लेन पार्क करेगा, लैंड करेगा. So somebody will be receiving her, somebody has put her there, बिठाया गया बच्ची को, जहाँ प्लेन लैंड करेगा वहाँ इसको कोई रिसीव करेगा. At this point, plane takes off, and after some time, the pilot says we are, encountering very bad weather conditions. So I would request everybody to tie the seat belts, and for the next 15-20 minutes, all of you please hear it. There will be a lot of turmoil, there will be a lot of turbulence. अगर आप लोगों ने कभी फ्लाइट की है और ऐसे किसी मैंने बहुत ट्रैवल किया है और umpteen times have gone through the space, and of course it was very big. जब aircraft जो है वो किसी turbulence से गुजरते हैं, so you just remember God very frankly speaking at that point of time, because the plane totally goes up and down and total swirling and all. But of course pilots are seasoned how to handle that. They of course handle it. We are not seasoned. We are casual. Actually laymen in the when the flying and all that. So we do get affected. So he says that the plane is into the massive turbulence and all that. Massive turbulence. The girl is drawing something and she is painting, which draw her because the colors are here. When he sees the lady who's sitting next to him has taken her chain out and has started praying, to the God. Started remembering God. You see, she's the small girl, she's least bothered. She's painting, she's putting colors, very oriented. She's putting colors for here. She's not bothered about it. You see, here and there, most of the people are not really looking the right way. And this is it. Shakali, come on. Come back to chair. I'm observing everybody. This is only half the hall. I've worked in abroad in India and everywhere in this place where I've seen, and packed halls of 1,000 students, and in pin drop silence I've spoken for hours. So don't ask it, please take more quiet. Yeah. And there are no more nursery or KG students, they are first year students, they should be mature. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, next, I feel that he gets a little paranoid with what's all happening, but when the plane finally comes back to square, the pilot says, everybody can, be normal now. They are through with the turbulence, and God bless you, a nice journey, a nice landing, a safe landing. So that's it. He could not stop himself in asking that girl. He says, my dear, what's your name? She says, I'm Lily. He says, Lily, when the plane was in great, discomfort, everybody, it was in great turbulence. I could feel you were absolutely cool. You were not bothered. What? Why was she like that? आपके लिए बच्चे घबराए, आपके अंदर घबराहट क्यों नहीं है? The girl says back to this gentleman, she says, my father is piloting this plane. My father is piloting this plane and taking me to my mom. I know he would be reaching there, I'll be reaching my mom. So she is not bothered. She's sitting with a very, very strong belief that nothing is going to happen. So please, having this belief in yourself is the most important thing to get started. If you wish to start and give a beautiful start to your career, to your personality build up and anything, सबसे पहले बच्चों आपके अंदर ये फील आनी चाहिए, या मैं इस चीज को करके रहूंगा, मैं इस चीज को कर सकती हूँ, मैं इसको क्यों नहीं कर सकती? These questions, when it will come in your self-evaluation, would only be giving you the right results. Yeah, forget out to things would not go the right way. Number one, self-belief. Number two, I always talk about determination, which gives you the confidence. Determination, how much determined are you? A lot of things will keep, pushing you. A lot of hurdles will come in your life. You just started your life. First year, just started your life. Joined a professional course, so I'll say you started a professional life. This is the time of your learning. Once learned, it will be time of your displaying your learning. What you have learned, you start displaying it. I always say examples of all players. आज वो display कर रहे हैं, कुछ दिनों पहले they were in an academy learning the skills of that sport. So this is what it is. Anybody who in their lives, whether as a student or tomorrow when you are through with your studentship, and then you are absolutely into what? Working, you are a professional lawyer or anything like that with a corporate, in any other firm, etc., etc. Believe me, at that point of time also don't think life. Life I consider is what is life? Life is this. I consider life is this. This is like your ECG karaya machine. That is ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs. इतना आप सबको मालूम होगा जिस दिन ये ups and downs जो है आपके blood pressure के वो जिस दिन ये line straight हो जाती है इसे बाइक तो तो God का gifted nature को ये है कि they would be enough, they would be down, they would be up, they would be down. Nothing remains static. Life is always dynamic. Today it's something, tomorrow it is something. Today it's absolutely, bright sunshine. 2 days back, there was no sunshine. Whether it's nature, it is circumstance, it is the basic philosophy is nothing remains static. Talk about 24 hours, it's lighted. Few hours down the line, it will be dark. It will be back to light, it will be dark again. So anything in life moves like that. So anybody who succumbs, दो तरह के लोग जो सक्सेस नहीं पाते, जो बहुत ब्राइट लाइट में आई एम दिस ब्राइट थिंग एंड स्टार्ट्स फ्लाइंग, वो अपने ग्राउंड को छोड़ देते हैं एंड दैट इज व्हाट लीड्स टू दिस प्रॉब्लम. दे डोंट सक्सीड फाइनली. सेकंड, जो कि डेथ में होते हैं, एक फेज ऑफ डार्कनेस से गुजर रहे होते हैं, वो सदम कर जाते हैं उसको. Any second person of the breed who are not successful, who succumbs to that. You have not to fly when in very good times, you have not to succumb when in bad times. You have to come back to that state of equilibrium, and this is what very important. So your determination towards things is very important. Keep yourself determined at what's what. Signing up when you have भूल गया था आप चाय लेते हैं. I want to have a cup of tea. आप एक दूसरी चाय लेंगे. Very nice example. There was a donkey. एक गधा था गाँव में कुम्हार के पास. वो कुम्हार उसने अपने मिट्टी के बर्तन बनाकर करके पास के गाँव में मेले के लिए ले जाया करता था और उसको बेचता था. बरसात में बहुत गाँव में एक सूखा कुआं था जिसमें पानी नहीं था, उसको कोई यूज नहीं करता था, पानी सूख गया था उसका. जब बरसात बहुत हुई तो उस कुएं के आसपास काफी घास हो गई. तो ये जो गधा था, ये जो डंकी था, ये उसके आस-पास से गुजरता है, उसका पैर फिसल गया, and he just gets dropped into it, उसके अंदर गिर गया. उसने बहुत कोशिश की उछल करके बाहर आने की, पर वो नहीं आ exercise of jumping out of the well, it was absolutely a futile exercise. And because it was a futile exercise, he finally gave up. But he was determined not to die. He was determined still to live. And he started, it's called praying. जो donkeys और mules होते हैं, गधे और खच्चर, mules and donkeys, उनकी जो what voices they make, that is called braying, B-R-A-Y. He started braying. अगर आपने कभी किसी की आवाज सुनी हो, donkeys की या mules की, generally they don't make noise. They make noise only when they are in pain, or they literally when they cry, or they are in some great agony. Only then they make such noises. It is such a shrieky noise. It's such a shrieky noise that it can be heard miles from where the noise is coming. तो इसको आवाज में वाली शुरुआती पूरा गाँव इकट्ठा हो गया, they could understand वो ये नीचे गिर गया, बहुत कोशिश की उसे खींचने की सब कुछ, वो चीखता रहा, चिल्लाता रहा, आवाजें देता रहा, बहुत कोशिशें जब सारी नाकाम हो गई, तो उन्होंने कहा तो बहुत तकलीफ में नीचे गिरा भी था, चोट भी लगी होगी, घायल भी होगा, और इस तकलीफ में इतना अधिक है कि रात भर तकलीफ में रात सुबह और रात भर आवाज आती है, तो उन्होंने सुबह डिसाइड किया कि इसके ऊपर इतनी मिट्टी डाल दें कि उसमें दफन हो जाए, and he goes to the heaven, let him go to sleep. They brought load full of sand, ऑनरेबल ऊपर से कुएं में डाल दी. जब उस गधे के ऊपर दी तो वो चटपटा गया एकदम से पूरी तरह से, पर उसने हिम्मत नहीं हारी, उसने अपने आप को किसी तरह से झाड़ा, किसी तरह से हिम्मत दी और वो उसके ऊपर आ गया. उसने फिर आवाजें लगानी शुरू की. उनको लग गया था शायद खत्म हो गया, उन्हें लगा वो नहीं खत्म हुआ, फिर मिट्टी भर कर आया, उन्होंने खूब मिट्टी फिर से डाली. गधे ने फिर पूरी कोशिश की, 2-3 घंटे की, बहुत शिद्दत के बाद वो फिर से उसके ऊपर आया, उन्हें फिर मिट्टी डालनी पड़ी. 5-6 महीने प्रोसेस कैसे चला, तो फाइनली द donkey had reached a height automatically, नीचे मिट्टी चलती जा रही, that is able to jump out. Why I am giving this example to you कि आपकी लाइफ में भी इस तरह के लोड फुल ऑफ मिट्टी 100 बड़ी आपके ऊपर गिर रही होगी, उसमें सरका मत करना, उससे बाहर निकलना. Take it as an example कि boss, this has come to my life to challenge me. Let me rule this challenge out. Let me win over this challenge, and this is where the success lies, my dear students. जो सरकम कर गया उसमें हो गया. जैसे this donkey, if you have सरकम already मिट्टी के नीचे हो चुका था, तो ये उसका घुटन शुरू होगी, and थोड़ी देर बाद उन्हें से बाइक के ऊपर. But he did not. He was determined to live. So this is what is very important to understand. I always say struggle invites struggles. A life without struggle is no life. You will never. आज चलो आप में से बहुत बच्चे ऐसे होंगे coming from a family where your parents has gifted you a car for your comfort. चलो बेटा कोई बात नहीं, करेला में कॉलेज है, इतनी दूर जाओगे, मेरे गाड़ी की चाबी, ड्राइविंग कर सकते हो. Great, nice feeling. But at the same time, must understand another thing. That day you will buy your own car with your own money, however small that car may be, वो आपको kick or feeling देगी ना, that will be extremely different when you will be handed over that key which will come in your hands for starting the car. बहुत ही अलग feeling होगी. वो उस दिन आपको realize होता है कि whatever that I went through, it is as a result of that this is what has happened. So must invite struggles. A life without struggle will never shine. Take my words for granted. Granted बोल रहा हूँ मैं. Struggle को ये समझिए कि ध्यान और तकलीफ आप पहले से आप कर रहे हैं. Struggle का means that you're not just living a luxurious, comfortable life as what you require, things are coming to you as it is, etc., etc., etc. So that would not be the right thing. So this is another thing. I'll give you a very, very nice example. Since I'm speaking to an audience which is just 12th class passouts in the first year of their college, first semester of their college. Few months back were school students. So I'm giving examples and talking like that so that your interest remains. I'm not getting straight to things which I have been doing with very senior students when they sit with me, 4th year or 5th year students. A complete speech with them is very different than what is that speech with you today. The entrance on PDP with them also is required even at this stage. But what would be my content of speaking to them would be quite different from what I'm speaking to you all my dear students. So this is what is very important. Let me ask this guy to go out next week. If you're sleeping, please go out and wash yourself and come back. Don't distract me. Go out and wash yourself. अच्छी तरह स्मैश करना. आंखें बिल्कुल खुल के एकदम अंदर. ये मैं भी याद कर रहा हूँ. I think so. I must be nearly 3 times your age, not just double. But I'll talk that also. Energy is a very different thing. It's a very internal thing. It's not कि आपको कोई injection देता है कि आपके energy आ जाती है. Okay, boosters हो सकते हैं जो release देते हैं. But as such, energy is a very different thing. How to generate that is also a science by itself. Anyway, struggle. I always love this example of this butterfly. There is a small boy, and in his garden, बच्चे ने देखा है उसके घर के पेड़ में एक छोटा सा एक मॉम जो है बहुत ही कलरफुल मॉम है वो चिपका हुआ है. उसे रोज ऑब्जर्व करना शुरू करता है. उससे दोस्ती हो जाती है, एक लगाव हो जाता है. रोज थोड़ा थोड़ा बढ़ रहा होता है. बच्चे को नहीं मालूम था कि दिस इज नथिंग बट अ कोकून. कोकून बटरफ्लाई का बच्चा. जब उसके विंग्स नहीं निकले होते वो एक कीड़े की तरह रहता है. फिर उसके एक दिन विंग्स निकलते हैं और उसकी ब्यूटी उस दिन शुरू होती है. The beauty of a butterfly is the wings. इस वजह से बटरफ्लाई इतनी सुंदर लगती है. अगर उसको आप ऐसे देखो would not look that beautiful at all. It looks like a worm only. So that is called a cocoon. तो कोकून था और एक दिन उसने देखा कि कोकून नीचे मिट्टी में पड़ा हुआ बहुत चटपटा. Absolutely a very vague feel. इधर उधर ऊपर नीचे हो रहा है, ऊपर नीचे हो रहा है. बच्चे को बड़ा अजीब सा लगा. उन्हें why is this happening? छोटा सा बच्चा है, school student. Says what's happening? What's happening? तो देखता है कि suddenly दोनों साइड से there's something coming out. Which was nothing, which was the wings. And the cocoon is struggling. The word is struggle. Struggle is extremely important in life. The word is struggle. The cocoon is struggling badly, very badly. Because the wings are about to be out. The child thinks, oh, I must do something. He is in trouble. So he takes, garden में बड़ी छोटी सी blade थी जिसे leaves करती थी. He brings that blade and just put a small cut on both the sides. The moment he does that, both the wings they just pop, and the wings come out to both the sides. But the butterfly is not able to fly. It just remains flat on the ground and would remain like that till it has a life. Why? It is nature's nature है अपने आप में. God का nature है कि जब वो struggle करता है कोकून, वो struggle में उसकी body का जो blood है उसके wings में जाकर करके wings को strength देता है. If cocoon would not struggle, it is during that struggle only that the wings when they are popping out, they are about to be pop out. अपने आप जब उन्होंने बाहर निकलना है, उससे पहले struggle की वजह से उसके अंदर blood चला जाता है wings में, and they become full of life. So something which is desired without struggle is lifeless. Something which has life would always be something which would have ideally working. आज क्या है? मैं किसी को किस स्थिति में है? नॉर्मल क्या है? इस स्थिति से उस स्थिति में जाएगा, इस स्थिति से इस स्थिति में, इस स्थिति से इस स्थिति में जाएगा. मैं किसी को इस स्थिति से उठाकर सीधा डाल देता. क्या हुआ उसने अपने बीच की सारी स्टेजेस थी वो मिस कर दी। ये उसकी लाइफ में बहुत बड़ा वैल्यू रहेगा। अगर किसी ने उसको उस चीज के बारे में सब्जेक्ट किया, उसके बारे में पूछा, उसके बारे में कुछ भी वार्तालाप की, वो तब जीरो होगा, because he has not gone through that. Understand the point? So this is very, very important, that do not escape yourself from struggle. Invite struggle, face struggle, and be a winner over the struggles. That is the beauty of it. So this is struggle. Next, I would say, because you are young students, you are first year people, first semester rather. Is it that's not? अभी रखा चाहिए? Okay. Yeah. I'll say one thing very important, out of context. You are the first year. I have been in this college since 2012. In 2012, also, the batch which started in 2012 left in 2017. So they have been, you are the 10th batch since I joined. You know, the 12 में join किया, 13 में join किया, 14 and you are the 10th batch. And 5 batches have already passed out, 6 batches in the final year, उसके बाद का 4th year and 2nd. Believe me, I don't think it is any problem with you students. I think it's a change of time. Times are changing, scenarios are changing, circumstances are changing, challenges are changing. जिस बच्चे ने 2012 में ज्वाइन किया था, उसकी जो अप्रोच थी, उसका जो कंप्लीट कंडक्ट था, उसका जो कंप्लीट बिहेवियर था, उसकी जो सारी ये चीजें थी, और ये जो बच्चे आज आप हैं, उसमें बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस देखता हूँ। आपकी अप्रोच में मैं कंपेयर नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं करना चाह रहा हूँ। आपको बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस है। I've seen patience नाम की चीज बच्चों में भी खत्म होती चली जा रही है। There's nothing called patience. I see there's nothing called, having some perseverance in you. You get challenged very fast. How can people say like that to me? When I was told like that to my parents when I was a college student, there were no mobiles naturally. आपकी किसी के साथ कुछ डिस्कनेक्ट हुआ अपने फ्रेंड के साथ, आप घर चले, आपको ब्रीदिंग टाइम मिल गया घंटों का, या आपने उन घंटों में आकर के अपने आप को रिजॉल्व किया, सोचा, समझा, नेक्स्ट डे आपका मिले बोले कम हो गया, आई वाज रॉन्ग, उसने कहा नहीं आई वाज रॉन्ग एंड यू शुड ऐड सेल्फ बैक। अब क्या है, आपका किसी से कुछ ऑल्टरनेशन हुआ, आप डेट तक भी नहीं पहुंचोगे, आप इतने मोबाइल करोगे, एकदम व्हाट्सएप करके हाउ कैन यू डू दैट, उसका भी जवाब आया। So like the breathing time is gone. So this is the generation today. You can't help it. You have grown that. So what I'm trying to say is very important. जो मैं मानता हूँ, आपके complete personality build-up में आपका peer group क्या है? Who are the people who influence you? Parents, your family. That is number one. Number one is your parents and family. Number two, followed by the parents and family, it is where you are studying, where you have your peer group, where you have close ones, It is secondly, it is that. So I would say one thing, when it comes to your friends, have two things. Never have friends who can discourage you. You should always have people around you who should be encouraging. Example, there is a frog. The frog gets into a deep pot. It gets into that. By default, वो बाहर निकल जाता है। गिर जाता है बेटा। तो वो देखते हैं उसके साथी नहीं करते, वो ऊपर से चिल्लाए रहे हैं, चिल्लाते रहे, वो कूद रहा है, बार-बार बेचारा कूद रहा है, परंतु इनको नहीं हो पाएगी वो अपनी तरफ से आप उसे कह रहे हैं आप तू रहने दे, अब रहने दे, अब तेरे से नहीं होएगा, तू छोड़ दे इसे, तू नहीं कर सकता, avoid it, you can't do it. They're absolutely discouraging him, but he's still jumping, he's still jumping, he's still jumping. Finally, they able to get clung to something. He stops there for a second, and he takes a second jump and he's out. When he comes out, he just looks around and he gives a smile kind of a thing, his gesture of thanks. So they all said, great. हम तो कह रहे थे कि हिम्मत कैसे आ गई, तू ट्राई करता। तो एक जो पूरा सा फ्रॉक था वहां से गुजरा, बोला अरे तुम्हें मालूम नहीं ये बचपन से कैद है, सो नहीं सकता, समझे बात? वो और तू समझ रहा था, उसे एनकरेज कर रहा, अरे आओ अंदर आ, नो प्रॉब्लम, अरे जंप ऑन द, हो गया, you will be able to do it, you would be. Where they are saying you just come, you won't, please avoid it, forget it. So boss always have your peer group which is encouraging, because lot things of yours comes from encouragement and motivation and a good feel from people around you. Another example, two friends go जंगल से गुजर रहे थे, बचपन में सुनते थे जंगल से गुजर रहे, भालू आ गया, तो लिटरली ऐसे देखा भालू आ गया, जब भालू सामने से आया तो एक फ्रेंड जो है जो ज़्यादा जो ज़्यादा एथलेटिक सा था, वो एकदम से दौड़ करके साइड में हो गया एंड मेंटेन कर लिया उसके डिस्टेंस। दूसरा अपनी तेज नहीं दौड़ सकता था, वो काइंड ऑफ टकरा करके रुका सा रह गया। जब वो ऐसी स्थिति में था, भालू आया, वो चुपचाप लेट गया, उसने सुना था कि ऐसा करके वो डोंट रिमेन इन मच एक्शन, रिमेन एज स्टिल एज पॉसिबल। The bear would smell you and all good luck would not harm you. The bear keeps smelling him, कान के पास, मुंह के पास जाकर 5-10 मिनट तक वैसे करता है, फाइनली चला गया। तो वो जो छिप गया था दोस्त, तो दौड़ता हुआ वापस आया, बोला अरे यार, गॉड थैंक गॉड तुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ। यार तेरे कान में क्या हुआ था? कुछ बोल के गया था? He was joking with me as if he said something. कुछ कान में बोल के गया क्या? देख रहा था मेरे कान के पास बार-बार आ रहा था। बोला और कुछ नहीं बोला, सिर्फ बोला है, please keep away from friends like him. So this is what it is. A buddy who can lead you at a point when you really require him is no buddy. Right? So this is very important to understand. एक और चीज बोलूँगा मैं encouragement और अपने peer group के बारे में, exit. This is also very important ideas. Very important, आपको समझने की कोशिश करना, पर ये मत समझना कि मैं आपको कोई ज्ञान दे रहा हूँ, कि आपसे बड़ा हूँ काफी, डायरेक्टर जनरल कॉलेज का, इसलिए मैं ज्ञान की बातें कर रहा हूँ। Believe me, these all things are important as a part of your personality. I am not coming to the main points where I have talked about communication skills, I have talked about energy, I have talked about all those things which I pick up in the next after 15 minutes. But I'm starting because this is something which is internal. ये चीज़ आपकी अंदरूनी होती है, ये आपकी बेसिक शख्सियत जिसे कहते हैं, ये उसके पास है। मैं ह्यूमन हूँ, मैं केयरिंग हूँ, ये मेरी बेसिक शख्सियत है, मैं नहीं चेंज कर सकता है। I may have to suffer losses in my life as a result of this basic trait of mine, that I'm stuck caring in my life for others. But I can't change myself. That is a basic trait of mine. Where somebody else is most self-centered, is just least bothered about anybody else other than him, is also great. But where this person would lead to, where that person would lead to, that only time tells. So please believe me, having good traits is the best thing to have. Because don't think keeping and having shortcuts would give you the right success. Right success, shortcuts नहीं दे सकती, temporary success मिल सकती. Exit. Always remember when to exit from a relationship, whether it's with any friend. Always remember when to exit from a relationship, from a situation, from a circumstance, before it is too late. You won't believe it, मेरे पास इस 10 साल में at least 500 बच्चे आ चुके होंगे जो कंसीडर करते हैं और जिन्होंने कंसीडर किया था युगांक सर इज आवर बेस्ट फ्रेंड इन द होल सिस्टम। despite sharing their some very, very personal feel with anybody else, they could feel that I may get a remedy if I go to counselor and talk about this. And hardcore, deep personal things that they have shared, whether it was related to their family, or maybe about any infatuated love affair, or anything like that. I definitely love to counsel, advise, which I have always done. मैं जी आपको जरूर सजेस्ट करूँगा my dear students. This is very important. इसको मैं आपको एक बहुत ही अच्छी एग्जाम्पल से समझाता हूँ. What do I mean? Now there are some surveillance also. Anybody who gives me a right reply will get a surveillance. आप एक चीज बताओ, हम जितने भी living beings हैं, whether it's a insect, it's a bird, it's we, the mammals, a mammal son, उसके हमारी subspecies, that is Homo sapiens, we are animals, shape भी बना, subspecies is cat, right? उस स्पेसीज, तो नहीं कौन सी स्पेसीज ऐसी है जो अपने आप को टेम्परेचर के साथ सबसे ज्यादा एडजस्ट कर सकती है? Yes, beer. I think my dear student, what's your good name? आदित्य. आदित्य बेटा, जो आप बियर कह रहे हो ना, आप पोलर बियर के बारे में सोच कर बोल रहे हो. पोलर बियर एक्सट्रीम ठंड सह सकता है, गर्मी बिल्कुल नहीं. Sorry? Not even grizzly bear. Sorry? Frog. नहीं राइट, पर आपको संविधान मिलेगा. See, it is the amphibians. Amphibians, आपका frogs, toads, turtles, tadpoles तो बचे होंगे होंगे. जितने भी आपके मेंढक की जातियां हैं, एम्फीबियंस कहलाते हैं, जो स्पेशली रेस्टोर एम्फीबियन, वो अपने आप को मैक्सिमम टेम्परेचर एडजस्ट कर सकती है. मैक्सिमम टेम्परेचर, जैसे हम ह्यूमंस हैं, अभी आपको -30 मिलेगा और यू विल बी फ्रोजन. Within seconds you will be frozen unless you are supported by extremely lines and layers of long clothes and all. Otherwise, you go mute in 30 degree, -30, you will be frozen within seconds. So we cannot take that extreme temperature. Same way, all species, but frogs can. So I'll give you an example. A frog is the आपने एक बोल लिया, आपने इस बोल में पानी डाला, उसके आपने मेंढक को डाल दिया, और पानी को आप बॉयल करना शुरू कर दिया. 0 डिग्री टेम्परेचर से पानी 30 पे आया, फ्रॉग इज कंफर्टेबल. 40 पे आया, फ्रॉग इज स्टिल कंफर्टेबल. 50 still okay. 60 the frog starts feeling a little discomfort, but he has the way of adjusting of आपको 60 डिग्री के टेम्परेचर में भी मेंढक एडजस्ट कर लेता है. 70 बॉयल हो जाता है and it's come down and frog is adjusting, it has already crossed 100. The water is boiling now, and in the boiling water the frog is there. And now the frog is not much in comfort because of 100 से भी boil होता जा रहा है, तो और उसका temperature बढ़ता जा रहा है. It is not anymore in comfort, and now it wants to exit. अब तो exit करना चाहता है कि बहुत discomfort में पहुंच चुका है, wants to jump out, but अब उसके अंदर energy नहीं है. उसने अपनी सारी energy temperature को adjust करने में waste कर दी. Getting my point? The frog has already invested all energy into adjusting with the rising temperature, and as a result now it doesn't have the audacity to jump out, and as a result remains there only, succumbs down and dies, boiled to death. What I'm trying to tell you, my dear students, always decide when to exit. Do not remain into it and keep fighting with your own self and adjusting yourself. That is not good. The moment something you find is not conducive, whether it's a relationship, it's a friendship, it's anything, try exiting it as soon as possible. पे आप सब चीजें वो ऑटोमेटिकली धीमे 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 डाउन होती चली गए। Getting that point? All of you? Fourth. Faith. इसमें तो कोई दो राय नहीं है कि हम सब मानते हैं इस बात को कि there is a super power. So there is a faith on the God. शायद थोड़ी देर बाद फिर से गर्म नहीं आना किसी गला is not too great. Yeah. Faith. We all have faith in something that हम कहते हैं technology is taking over everything. Medicine has reached to such an extent that we can create, whatnots, heart transplants will be actually. You can transplant whatnot, stem cells आने लग गए हैं. You can have क्या क्या नहीं होने लग गया मेरी दुनिया में. But faith is still very important. और अभी आप जिस एज में हैं आप खुद भी पूछ रहे हैं उससे which was the COVID period. Must be in 10th, 11th class. The COVID happened. Word over, whether it was a celebrity or his driver, whether it was a politician renowned or maybe his servant in the house. There was no discrimination. And when no discrimination, everybody was only and only looking for what? Hey God, please let this face you. Right now, घर में सबके यही थॉट होगी भगवान ईश्वर स्पेस को खत्म कर हे गॉड लेट इट बी हे गॉड लेट इट बी बस फाइनली दो चीज होती है लाइफ में हमेशा दो वर्ड्स हैं पूरी लाइफ इसमें चलती है either you're doing something by choice or something happens by default. When anything happens by default आप खड़े हो गए और एकदम से earthquake आ जाता है और आपके सामने चीजें धराशायी हो जाती हैं. You can't do anything. You're going somewhere and suddenly there's a cloud burst and there's a massive floods and your car gets swept away in that. You can't do anything. Right? But anything that you do by choice, वहाँ का पूरा responsibility आपके ऊपर है कि मैंने पक्के choice के साथ की थी. ये चीज मेरे साथ by default हो गई. So please understand one thing. Have very strong faith. This is beautiful. I'll tell you very nice 1 minute story about a donkey again. वो गाँव का जो गया था उसके ऊपर उसका जो मालिक था वो मिट्टी का नमक था पूरा लाद के ले जाता था वो पास के मेले में बेचता एक दिन पुलिया के ऊपर से गुजरते हुए जिससे वो हमेशा रहता था वीक ही गिरा रहता था वीक पर वो नमक को करता था बनता था और एक हफ्ते बाद जा करके मेले में बेचता था. So this गधा this donkey while crossing the पुलिया उसका पैर स्लिप होता है वो गिर जाता है. जैसे ही गिरता है तो जो कोई 60-70 किलो का नमक रखा होगा वो पानी में गिरते एकदम से बह जाता है. जैसे ही बह जाता है वो जब तक चटपटा के उठता और बाहर आता है देखता है अरे मेरे ऊपर से वेट ही खत्म हो गया. ग्रेट. सो दिस इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड व्हेन आई से फेथ एंड आई से लक पे हमेशा बिलीव मत करना. एक बार लक फेवर कर जाता है हमेशा नहीं करेगा. क्या आपने ना छोड़ा है एक ही चैप्टर पढ़ा है एग्जाम देने जाते हैं लेडी स्माइल एट यू पता था 2 क्वेश्चन उसी से आ गए and you have come out with the best of me here outside the examination room. But it won't happen always. Luck would not favor you always. So don't bank on luck. Bank on your efforts. Luck can be alongside, but not be, जैसे कहते हैं primary or secondary. Luck can be secondary factor. That okay, वो वाले आपके क्वेश्चन आगे जहाँ पर आप ज़्यादा अथॉरिटी से आंसर बैक कर सकते हैं. But luck will not favor you always. So this donkey, the moment he looked at it, he was ये अपना लाइट हो गया एकदम। उसने ये तो बहुत बढ़िया है, एक्सीलेंट एंड लकी। तो दिस लकी अब वो जब भी एक हफ्ते बाद तो चला गया, जिस दिन है कि लोग जरूरत से ज्यादा है वो जानबूझ के फिसल जाए, वो पूजा भी कर जाए। फिर से नंबर कह रहे हैं, 2-3 बार वो बन गए नहीं, उसका मालिक था, उसने उसे नेचुरल समझा, फिर वो उसकी चाल को समझ गया कि बॉस ये प्ले कर रहा है मेरे साथ, तो वजह से सीख देनी जरूरी है कि इस बार अपने गुलामी ना समझे। तो उसने रुई मान दी उसको, पूरा पहाड़ रुई का। उसे लगा मालिक ने जो भी ऊपर डाला है, कहीं बहुत कम लोग शायद मस्ती में चल रहे हैं, but जब राज आ रहा है, that is something which makes you not go in the right direction. इतने कम लोग की बात से लगा इसको जो कम क्यों ना किया जाए, तो फिर फिसल गया। आप जब वो फिसला तो रुई थी, वो तो बन गई पत्थर जैसी, पत्थर जैसी हो गई, तो बॉस उसे चला गया है। And the guy, the Malik, literally drove him to the market. फिर से बात ऐसा बेकार हो गई, रुई भी गई, पर उसने सीख तो दूंगा, उसने सीख दे दी उसे, उसके बाद उसने कभी कोई ऐसी गलती नहीं की। So do not believe on luck always. It will never remain with you for all times. Please keep it in mind. एक last चीज बोलूँगा, then we will come to something very very important. Always and always respect somebody's limitations. हर इंसान भरपूर नहीं होता। आप अगर 6 फ्रेंड्स आपस में बहुत स्ट्रांगली फ्रेंड्स रहे होंगे, तो उसमें से कोई किसी चीज में स्ट्रांग होगा, कोई किसी चीज में, किसी का उपहास नहीं करना चाहिए, उंगली दिखाकर उसके बारे में बोल रहा है कि वो इस चीज में ठीक नहीं है, whatever. That's not the right way. Do not demean anyone. Do not look down upon anyone. That's just not the right thing. That's not the right way of living. That's not being human. बेसिक मानवता के खिलाफ मानता हूँ ऐसा। एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल देता हूँ, आप 2 फ्रेंड्स हैं, आप दोनों सुबह मॉर्निंग वॉक पे जाते हो, जॉब पे जाते हो, ओके? नाउ योर फ्रेंड मीट्स विद एन एक्सीडेंट एंड ही हैज अ फ्रैक्चर्ड लेग। अब उसका पास्टर लगा हुआ है, वो 6 हफ्ते तक वॉक पे या जॉब पे नहीं जा सकता। धीमे धीमे प्लास्टर हटता है, उसके बाद वो थेरेपी कराता है, ही इज रिकवर्ड, बट अभी फुल रिकवरी नहीं है, इज बैक टू स्क्वायर वन। तो एक दिन आप उससे कहते हैं, वो आपसे कहते हैं कोई नहीं, लेट मी रिज्यूम माय वॉक विद यू। उस दिन आप सुबह जब दोनों जाते हो, आप नोटिस कर रहे हो कि वो जिस स्पीड से चल रहा है आफ्टर द एक्सीडेंट, वो उसकी नेचुरल स्पीड से बहुत स्लो स्पीड है। आप क्या करोगे? आप अपनी स्पीड नेचुरल में रहोगे कि इससे बहुत आगे आगे चलते जा रहे हो, या उसकी वजह से अपनी स्पीड को कम कर दोगे? क्या करोगे? आपकी स्पीड को कम कर दो। This is what is called respecting somebody's limitation. उस तुम्हारे दोस्त की लिमिटेशन है आज कि वो तेज उतना नहीं चल सकता, और अगर आप उसकी रिस्पेक्ट कर रहे हो उसकी लिमिटेशन, तो आपने अपनी स्पीड कम करनी, और अगर आप उसकी उसको रिस्पेक्ट नहीं कर रहे हो, दिस इज कॉल्ड लिटिल ताजगी। क्या करो? क्यों? जय Make him meet me. Vikram, what was the name of the boy? Yeah? Rowan. BLB, BLB. आज कल परसों कभी भी, but make him meet me. Right? Not that I am going to say anything or rebuke him now, but life के कुछ बेसिक उसूल सिखाने बहुत जरूरी है बच्चों को, right? Okay, so you know, such things break my tempo. That is why in the beginning I said, anybody who is not well, anybody who is not interested, anybody who is feeling sleepy, to kindly eat auditorium in the beginning. But I hate to be disturbed like this. The word is hate, H-A-T-E. Right. Talking about limitations, so respect others' limitations. Do not make a mockery of it. That would not land you Last I'm saying, are you and one more thing. When I say respect others' limitations, I give you a beautiful example. There is this child coming from a very, not a well-to-do family. So they have the Christmas. It's very emotional. When I went through this, I felt I was remembered of certain things which have happened in my life. Believe me, I felt very emotional. मुझे बहुत चीजें उस दिन तक मेरी लाइफ में उनकी मुझे फ्लैश की तरह उनकी देखकर से सामने नजर आई. It's beautiful one minute thing. Must listen. Here, there is this child and comes from a family which is really hard on having two meals here. So they have this Christmas. So the Christmas, the child wants to present. The child doesn't have a mother. She expired and was very small. He wants to present something to her dad. It's a she child. She keeps on thinking because she doesn't have money to buy something. She looks in the house here and there. She's able to find a box. She takes out some paper, paints it with some color, wraps it, and the next day when it was Christmas, she gives it to the father. Father is very happy. He wasn't expecting it at all. The father gets very surprised also that a small girl has brought a present for him. So he opens the present. There's a box. He opens the box. There's nothing inside. It's empty. He tells to the daughter, "Beta, there's nothing inside the box." The daughter replies, the small girl, "No, Dad, I blew 100 kisses into it." Okay? So it's full of my kisses for you, Dad. I blew 100 kisses into it. So this is what it is, that how somebody can reflect oneself, how somebody can put oneself before you, and how much you can feel out of it if somebody has so much of feel for you. Though somebody may not think it could be strong, somebody who understands the human value, that box could be kept for the lifetime, which would be an empty box, but with 100 pieces of the daughter inside it. So please understand. And last I'm saying is potato, egg, say coffee beans. Every human, sign up better, sit down. Every human being in this world has a different way of reacting. This is very natural. I have been having situations in Gujarat. How you would react to that situation? How somebody else would? How he would? How you would? How she would? It would be different. Because humans are different. So I'm saying, are you a potato? Are you aloo? No. Chalo anda. Yeah, coffee के beans हो. Try getting some tea beans. अभी का करते हैं. आप बोल दिया तो उधर बात करेंगे. जब तक कि मैं सिर्फ देता हूँ कैंडल. Just give me 2 minutes, sir. Please. सर एक काम करें जैसे आप करके पीने के पानी लाए थे get some 15-20 glass bottles and distribute to बच्चा पानी पीना चाहिए. Okay, are you aloo banda their coffee get beans slow. It's a beautiful example that how you reacts to a situation. Potato, solid. You can't break it. Literally solid, thick. Egg, very fragile. You can handle it extreme care. जरा सा टिक कर तो आप टूट जाएगा. Beans अपने आप में nuts है, immaterial. Imagine potato, egg, coffee. तीनों को आपने तो सेम साइज के एक छोटे बोल में रखा, उसमें 2 कप पानी डाले और अपने गैस स्टोव पे 3 डिफरेंट लाइटर्स पे तीनों को रख दिया बॉईल हो. आफ्टर 10 मिनट्स ऑफ बॉइलिंग आपने देखा जो पहले बहुत ही हार्ड दिख रहा था वो बॉईल के बाद बिल्कुल फ्रेजाइल हो गया. तो पहले बहुत ही फ्रेजाइल था वो भयानक हार्ड हो गया. और ये बिल्कुल अलग चीज निकली. इसने अपने अस्तित्व को ही खो दिया, पर इन द प्रोसेस उस पानी को एक फ्लेवर, एक कलर और एक सम लाइफ दे. So what kind of person are you? If subjected to something challenging in life, you think you are a potato, but maybe you just succumb. उस सिचुएशन के बाद बिल्कुल थरथराए हुए थे. या ऐसे हो कि बॉस लग रहा है आपकी पर्सनैलिटी को देखते हुए that this person will succumb, but when faced with the situation, he becomes a beautiful winner out of it. You are an egg. देख कुछ शाखा पर निकला कुछ और, कुछ face the situation as a winner today. या बच्चों की सिचुएशन के हिसाब से आपने अपने आप को मोल्ड किया, सिचुएशन को अपने हिसाब से बनाया, and you added something from your side. This is upon me. I am not saying I would like to comment on this anything, but this is purely upon you that how do you take it. Then what are you? The potato, your egg, or your flour? Because your complete reactions, your complete, how you take a situation depends upon your inner conscience, your inner personality. और एक चीज हिंदी में बोलते हैं, जैसे इंग्लिश में सेल्फ इवैल्यूएशन बोलते हैं, हिंदी में से आत्मविश्लेषण बोलते हैं. खुद के बारे में जानना, खुद के बारे में समझना, मैं कहाँ हूँ, मैं कहाँ स्टैंड करता हूँ, ये बहुत अधिक जरूरी है. This is the thing, which is the thing which you should be requiring as of now. Okay, I'm coming to my points now, Major. These kinds of traits, self-belief, determination, remaining in good peer group, where you get encouraged. You are a smart guy who when to make an exit. You have the right faith. You won't bank only on luck, etc., etc. These things just are the basic traits that should remain in you to give you that kind of a feel of confidence that you can do. Okay. Now, coming next, please help me. I hope you are not getting bored. Sure. मैं अपने एक्सपीरियंस से, अपने एक्सपोजर से, I started working in London. That was 1980, precisely 1988. Okay. 88, 98, 2008, 2018. It's 34 years that I've been working. Solidly working. Massive exposure, multi-faceted exposure as an entrepreneur with leading multinational corporates, India, abroad, academics, etc. एक चीज जो मैं मानता हूँ बहुत ही गंभीरता के साथ, फाइनली आज आप जो कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, वो किस चीज के लिए है? Naturally, which will be something in life. आज वो जमाना नहीं रहा कि whether it is a female or it's a male. everybody wishes to have one's career. So any female students here, or any male, irrespective, you have joined a professional course because you wish to pursue a career. When it comes to a career, you are thinking of joining, starting your own practice after 5 years, or maybe joining a firm, maybe joining in the beginning a senior advocate, or things like that. So whenever you really started like that, finally क्या है क्यों join किया आपने इस law का course की finally after 5 years you want to get started, you want to rise in life, make money, make name, make fame, but दोस्त अगर ये सब कुछ दे देता तो बात ही क्या थी? होता ऐसा नहीं है. I may be having billions of rupees, but I don't have health. That money is nothing. I'm pehlan, superbly healthy, but I'm not able to make the two ends meet of my family again and stuff. What is it health for? There's a combination of things which is required in life. And finally it is what? Finally it is the happiness. अगर किसी से पूछा जाए, युगांक चतुर्वेदी से पूछा जाए कि आपका absolutely goal of life क्या है? To be internally and eternally happy. Okay? To be eternally happy, this is my goal of life. कि मैं ये कह सकूं कि हाँ, because things keeps on changing, things keeps on enveloping you. आज आप सोचो कि बहुत खुश हो, उसको खुशी के साथ आप सो जाओ. परंतु जब आप नेक्स्ट डे सुबह होते हो तो आप देखते हैं कि ऑलरेडी कुछ चीज़ें आपको खेल दिया है और एज ए रिजल्ट योर हैप्पीनेस इज गेटिंग गॉन फॉर अ टॉस. यू बैक टू स्क्वायर वन. जो भी नहीं बनना चाहते सभी and things like that. You it is upon you that how you take it, that what you wish to be. Don't think you're too young also. You all must be plus 18. A lot of you being around 19 even, between 18 to 19, all of you being in the first year, as much as I can make out. First year students हो, 18 साल के हो, बच्चे नहीं हो, सोचना बहुत जरूरी है. गोल क्या है मेरा और उस गोल को पाने के लिए मुझे क्या करना है? Because I always believe driving a car without not knowing your destination is driving absolutely wilderness. आपको पता नहीं आपका destination क्या है, मुझे शिमला पहुंचना है, नैनीताल पहुंचना है, कहाँ पहुंचना है मुझे, और आपने गाड़ी स्टार्ट कर दी है, कौन सा रूट लेना है, कहाँ से टर्न करना है, क्या नहीं करना, you are not decided, बस अपनी गाड़ी स्टार्ट करो. तो आपका गोल तो तय होना चाहिए ना. Your aim should be there, and then you start yourself to reach to that aim. This is what is important. Now, आपसे एक चीज पूछता हूँ, आप हमारा मेन दूसरा एडमिशन करते हैं. Delhi, जैसा कि पिछला संडे था, nice weather, beautiful weather it was. It was windy, it was raining all through. I've seen this kind of rains in Delhi after years and years. Not stop for 3 days. जैसे पहले कहते थे छड़ी लगे रहना, छड़ी लगनी दिल्ली में बंद हो गई है. बरसात हो गया, एकदम से फ्लैश मिलेगा, फ्लड हो जाएंगी सारी स्ट्रीट्स, एंड देन बैक टू रूमेट अगेन इन 3 hours. पर ये जो चला था इतनी दिन का दौर, उसने दिल्ली की रेंज को और आगे से यूरोप की रेंज को है और अच्छे से याद दिलाया. वहाँ ऐसे ही चलता रहता है दिनों तक. और हम रियलाइज ऑफ नो यूज, क्योंकि हवा इतनी तेज होती है कि अगर आप लगा लें तो सिर तो कवर हो गया, बाकी पूरी बॉडी पे आपका गीले हो जाएगा. That is the reason you will find all Europeans, they would be in some coats and all over and not really packing on umbrellas as such. So anyway, what I'm saying is on such a Sunday you decide to go to shop. और आप एक मॉल में जाते हो, आपने अपने दिमाग में पहले सोचने का मैं टी शर्ट खरीदूंगा. जो मेरी टी शर्ट होगी, that will have a round neck. It will not have a pocket. It would not be, what you call long size नहीं है. I want a short size, and I want a sky blue color. Now these are the technical specifications of a T-shirt that you are about to buy. ये technical specifications कहते हैं उस T-shirt की जो आप खरीदने जा रहे हो, संडे को आप खरीदने गए. Number 1, round neck. Number 2, no pocket. Number 3, should not be long. And number 4, sky blue color. You have your credit card. You can give 1,000, you can give 1,500 also. टी-शर्ट पर आप ऐसे ही देंगे जो आप ये चाहते हैं. आप सोचो आप एक मॉल में गए, आप पहले शोरूम में गए. जब आप पहले शोरूम में गए तो वहां पर आपने पूछा, उसने कहा बिल्कुल है. उसके पास ने स्काई ब्लू टी-शर्ट लाया, शॉर्ट भी थी, राउंड भी था, पहना उसमें पॉकेट थी. You don't want the pocket. Just give me an answer. Will you buy that? Would you buy that t-shirt?
Yes.
Huh? Yes. I said उसमें pocket है.
Yes, sir, but बाकी सारी टीम कंडीशंस तो फुलफिल हो ही रही है. पॉकेट है उसमें, तो पॉकेट में उतार दूंगी घर लाके.
तो आपने आगे की बात की जो मैंने नहीं सोचा था. That is why I'm thinking, but why would you do that extra effort by taking the pocket or maybe leave the mark, you know, there's some thread mark or something happens and it disturbs the t-shirt. Why would you do it? You would not do that. Any genuine person would not do that. He would go to the next showroom. There are lines of showroom in that mall. You will go to the next showroom and you'll again look for technical specifications being met. दूसरे में मिलती है, तीसरे में मिलती है, चौथे में आपको बिल्कुल एक टी-शर्ट मिलती है, स्काई ब्लू कलर है, बाकी टेक्निकल स्पेसिफिकेशंस है. You give the money, swipe your card and buy it. Same way, my dear, I'm taking this example. Why I'm talking about this example is कि आज से 4 साल बाद 9th सेमेस्टर में जब आप किसी लीडिंग लॉ फर्म, किसी लीडिंग एडवोकेट, किसी लीडिंग कॉर्पोरेट में जाएंगे ना अपने इंटरैक्शन के लिए, तो जो आपके सामने बैठा होगा उसके दिमाग में 5 स्पेसिफिकेशंस ऐसी ही होंगी, बिल्कुल ऐसी ही होंगी कि इसका जो मेरे पास आएगा उसकी डेफिनेटली कम्युनिकेशन स्किल बहुत अच्छी होनी चाहिए, उसकी प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स बहुत अच्छी होनी चाहिए, शुड हैव वेरी गुड कन्वर्सेशनल कैपेबिलिटी, शुड हैव गुड ड्राफ्टिंग स्किल एंड लाइक दैट. और एक भी चीज आपके माइनस होगी वो आपको पिक नहीं करेगा. गेटिंग द पॉइंट? क्योंकि जैसे आप टी-शर्ट पिक ना करके नेक्स्ट शोरूम में चले गए कि वहां मुझे मिल जाएगी, वो आपको थैंकफुली बाय करेगा. उसे मालूम है कि नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट आने वाला है मेरे पास और जो नेक्स्ट कैंडिडेट आने वाला है उसको मैं देखता हूँ कि उसके अंदर 5 क्वालिटीज हैं या नहीं है. और जब वो 6, 7, 8 से मिलेगा तो उसे मिल ही जाएगी. जैसे आप 4 शोरूम में गए, आपको टी-शर्ट मिल गई, उसे भी मिल जाएगी. तो what I mean saying is you need to fulfill, you need to be at parity with everything. Don't think as a dear one said कि उस जैसे आपने मुझे बोला, आपने तो क्या बोला, इंटरव्यू लिया, कम्युनिकेशन नहीं है, ये नहीं है, ड्राफ्टिंग स्किल बिल्कुल ठीक है, चलो कोई नहीं, हायर करता हूँ, इसकी ड्राफ्टिंग स्किल को मैं इम्प्रूव करूँगा, राइट? मेरे पास टाइम है, मेरे को तो चाहिए कि ऑलरेडी एब्सोल्युटली अच्छी ड्राफ्टिंग स्किल, मुझे मालूम है ना कि वैसे आप 10 बच्चे और मिलने वाले हैं, तो एक अच्छी ड्राफ्टिंग वाले मिलेगा, उसकी बाकी भी चीजें ठीक होंगी. I would think that why would I invest myself into toning somebody's skill? I want already somebody's skill set and knowing. Getting the point? Yeah. So इसके लिए आप एक चीज समझिए. I'll come straight to certain things. Most important of all, जिससे आपकी complete personality पैन करती है, believe my words. और अगर आपने आज से उस पर वर्क करना शुरू नहीं किया, you are doing something wrong. या आपके दिमाग में कोई नहीं जॉब कर रहा है. Dad मुझे एक डिग्री लेनी है, so that I will entitled to get married to a nice family because I am a law graduate. Career gap hard है. If somebody is with that kind of a motto and has joined the course, different. I mean very candid and very explicit and very, straight. But if anybody of you who has joined this course for making your career should hear this very, very importantly. Number 1 has to be your communication skills. ये आपके एक्सटर्नल है। The moment you say good morning sir, तो आपने सुबह 9:30 बजे अपने इंटरव्यूअर को मिले हो, तो 9:30 बजे आपने उसे कहा, आपने उसे कहा आप कह गुड मॉर्निंग सर, तो इसमें एनर्जी नहीं है। या तो आपको मेरे साथ काम करते हुए मेरे चैम्बर में वर्क करते हुए आपको रात के 10 बजे कर सकते हैं। सुबह 10 का आकर करके आप रात के 10 बजे तक मेरे साथ वर्क कर रहे होंगे। जब कोर्स खुले होते हैं तो यू नीड इंग्लिश मीटिंग और मेरी मोर देन 10 to 12 hours। जिसकी सुबह हेलो करते हुए मेरे साथ ऐसी एनर्जी है वो कोई सनअप में रहेगा, बहुत प्रेशर ले नहीं सकता, मैं आपको हायर नहीं करूँगा। तो प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, आप मेरी बातों को समझना। जहां आपने डोर उसकी बेल बजाई, बेल बजाने से ही आपकी शुरुआत हो गई इंटरैक्शन आउटकम कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स। डोंट थिंक कम्युनिकेशन इज अ वेरी साइंस and can speak for 5 minutes non-stop in English or Hindi, whatever, is a great communicator. Not at all. Not at all. Communication is a science. I consider it absolutely as a science. Okay. Now, one part of your brain, what is communication? ये जो आपका ब्रेन का पार्ट है, एक उसका हिस्सा है, because everything is commanded by the brain. Everything. This does what? This does your, and it is called thought processing. Thought processing. किसी भी दो व्यक्तियों की प्रोसेसिंग ऑफ थॉट्स बहुत इक्वल नहीं होगी। मैं आपको एग्जांपल देता हूँ। मैंने आपको एक प्लेन A4 साइज का शीट पेपर दिया, नहीं कोई 12th किसी की कॉमर्स से थी, किसी की आर्ट्स से थी, किसी की साइंसेस से थी। मैं कोई ऐसा टॉपिक नहीं दूंगा कि किसी का उसको ज़्यादा कमांड है, किसी का कम कमांड है, तो किसी की थॉट्स ज़्यादा जनरेट होंगी, किसी की बहुत कम होंगी, राइट? मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ हाउ डिड यू स्पेंड योर संडे। आज थर्सडे है, 4 दिन पहले संडे गया, सब यंग लोग, सबकी मेमोरीज बहुत शार्प है, आपको अच्छी तरह याद है मेरा संडे कैसे बीता है। और मेरी ऐसे हाउ डिड यू स्पेंड योर यस्टरडे, कल को कैसा बिताया आपको पता है? आपके दिमाग के अंदर द मोमेंट आई सेट, ये जो आपको शीट दे रहा हूँ इसमें आपने लिखना है हाउ डिड यू स्पेंड योर यस्टरडे। आपके दिमाग में चीजें शुरू हो गई। सुबह का थोड़ा लेट उठी थी, आई मिस्ड द कॉलेज बस, then I gave a call to my friend जो गाड़ी से जाते हैं, मुझे प्लीज पिक कर लेना, and he picked me and by the time we reached I missed my first class। ऐसे सारी चीजें आपकी जनरेट होनी शुरू हो गई कि आपने कल क्या किया था, कि आपने क्या लिखना है, क्योंकि 5 मिनट बाद आपको जब शीट दी जाएगी आपको लिखना शुरू कर देना, राइट? इंग्लिश और फिर थॉट्स आपकी जनरेट होनी शुरू हो गई। बिलीव मी, अगर you are around 100 plus students sitting here, I give the sheet to you, and after 5-10 minutes of scheduled time, when I take the sheet back from you, कि कल आपने कैसा बिताया, किसी ने तो पूरी शीट भर दी होगी, कोई उस शीट के पिछले पन्ने में 3 लाइनें स्क्रिप्ट कर चुका होगा, और कोई शुरू की दूसरी लाइन में भी स्ट्रगल कर रहा था। क्यों ऐसा होता है कि आप कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर पाते हैं, या नहीं बोल पाते हैं, या नहीं एक्सप्रेस कर पाते हैं? 2 रीजंस। एक तो आपके अंदर थॉट्स ही प्रोसेस नहीं होती। थॉट्स का प्रोसेस नहीं होती, आपकी थॉट प्रोसेसिंग से 2 चीजों से आती है, या तो आपको उसके बारे में नॉलेज हो, या दैट इज इन योर मेमोरी। आई से टॉक अबाउट द हिल स्टेशन, इट्स कॉल्ड द क्वीन ऑफ हिल्स, मसूरी। मोस्ट ऑफ यू हैव बीन टू मसूरी। जैसे ही आपसे कहूंगा कि इसके बारे में लिखिए, एक शीट दे रहा हूँ, आपके दिमाग में आपकी मेमोरी हिट करने लग जाएगी। आपकी मेमोरी आपको थॉट्स जनरेट कराएगी, मेमोरी से आपकी थॉट्स जनरेट करेगी। आप मसूरी कभी नहीं गए? आमिर जी प्लीज, आमिर जी डॉक्टर आप बाहर बात करने को मिलेंगे। आपने मेमोरी क्या देगी? नंबर 1 और नंबर 2, आप कभी मसूरी नहीं गए, बट आपने उसी के बारे में सुना होगा, आपके फ्रेंड्स से सुना होगा, आपने पढ़ा होगा, hill stations in India, in the north of India, in the state of Uttarakhand, in India, etc., etc. जो भी आप उसके बारे में जानते हैं, it's very near to the town of Dehradun, etc., etc., etc. आपकी thoughts अभी थोड़ी शुरू होगी. Supposing आपसे बोलता हूँ, please write about the Gibraltar Rock off the coast of Greece in the Mediterranean Sea. Gibraltar Rock के बारे में आपने लिखना है, जो कि मेडिटेरेनियन सी में है, ग्रीस के कोस्ट के जस्ट बाहर. ये वर्ल्ड की सबसे बड़ी चट्टान मानी जाती है, it's called the Gibraltar Rock. आपने उसके बारे में नॉलेज है? ना आप कभी और गए हो कि आपकी मेमोरी आपको याद दिलाए, आपके अंदर एक भी थॉट जनरेट नहीं होगी. जब थॉट ही जनरेट नहीं होगी तो आप बोलोगे क्या? गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? जो चीज आपने सुनी है आप वही बोल सकते हो. जो चीज आपने सुनी ही नहीं आप बोलोगे क्या? जो चीज आपने पढ़ी है और आपके अंदर ग्रहण होगी वही आप बोल सकते हो, लिख सकते हो. जो चीज आपने पढ़ी ही नहीं, जो आपके अंदर धारित ही नहीं हुई है, आप क्या बोलोगे उसके बारे में? Your brain is like a computer. जब आप दुकान से best possible भी खरीद के लाओ, you have to feed data into it. और वही data आप extract कर सकते हो. You cannot extract anything else. Same in your brain. Whatever is inside, only that thing will come outside. आपकी जितनी knowledge है उतनी होगा. That is what I told that other day. I spoke about meningitis. No. अब तो इसका वो आ गया है, what do you call vaccination, but this is a disease जो आज से कोई 2 decades पहले तक इंडिया में भी थी, वर्ल्ड भर में. It used to be called meningitis. Used to infect only infant children. जब बच्चा पैदा होता था, पैदा होने के मैक्सिमम 5 महीने के अंदर तक ये उसको infect करती थी. After 5-6 months, every child is safe to never be hit by meningitis. Symptoms बिल्कुल मलेरिया वाले थे. The doctors would diagnose it as malaria. मलेरिया में क्लोरोक्वीन और सब दी जाती है मेडिसिन्स. उसका उस बच्चे पर इतना सॉलिड नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट होता था कि एज ए रिजल्ट ऑफ दैट वो अपनी हियरिंग नर्व्स को लूज कर देता है बच्चा. The side effect, negative effect of this medicine on infant children is they lose their hearing power. As a result वो बच्चा deaf हो जाता है. Because वो बच्चा deaf हो जाता है, वो धीमे धीमे बढ़ रहा है, पेरेंट्स को नहीं मालूम. पेरेंट्स के लिए बच्चा अच्छा हेल्दी है, वो अभी 1 साल के करीब होता है. पेरेंट्स गेट लिटिल सरप्राइज कि बच्चा 1 साल का हो गया, बट अभी तक उसने कुछ बोला नहीं. ना वो माउथ होता है, ना पाउथ होता है. इस स्टेज तक तो बच्चा एक अल्फाबेट वगैरह बोलना शुरू कर देता है. ऐसे शुरू नहीं किया. डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, चेक कराने के लिए प्रेडिक्शन, एंड द डॉक्टर सेज ये छोटा था तो इसको कहीं बीमार तो नहीं हुआ. जैसे हाँ बीमार हुआ था, इसको मलेरिया हो गया. डॉक्टर से आई एम सो सॉरी, इसको मलेरिया नहीं हुआ था, इसको meningitis हो गया. And because of meningitis, he has lost his hearing power. He is deaf now, I'm sorry to say. And because he is deaf, he is bound. He is bound to be dumb. जो बहरा होगा वो ऑटोमेटिकली गूंगा हो जाएगा, क्योंकि जिसने जो चीज सुनी नहीं, उसको बोल नहीं सकता. I'm getting a point. That is why the world over you have deaf and dumb schools. You don't have a school for deaf or a school for dumb. All schools where you have such children, where brain say, sorry, that is for the blinds. They have their own way of teaching, but this is for deaf and dumb. God bless, meningitis की वैक्सीन आ चुकी है. More than 2 decades back से इसलिए धीमे धीमे वर्ल्ड ओवर deaf and dumb schools की population of children भी कम होनी शुरू हो गई है. So once understand, you can speak that only जिसकी आपको knowledge होगी या जिसकी आपके पास memory में कुछ होगा. Otherwise you cannot. So उसी से आपकी thoughts generate होंगी. Very simple example मैंने आपको एक शीट थी A2 की। आपने कल कैसा बिताया अपना दिन ये आपने लिखा है, और जैसे आपने लिखना शुरू किया अभी आपका टाइम होने वाला है, you will be given 15 minutes to write, and suddenly I say before you are about to start I say but in German में लिखना है। आपके अंदर थॉट्स जनरेट होगी बॉस, जो जनरेट हो चुकी थी, बैठते हुए उठा था, ऐसा किया, मैं जॉब करने गया नहीं, ऐसा हुआ, this all these things have got generated in the back of your mind. पर आपके पास लैंग्वेज ही नहीं हो से एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए, you don't know German. There will be nothing, you'll be blank, nothing will be written. Which means the second part of your brain translates these thoughts generated into expression. It gives expression through your thoughts, through words, through vocabulary जो उसकी जानते हैं। आप इंग्लिश में लिख सकते हैं, जो कि इंग्लिश आप जानते हैं, इंग्लिश के वर्ड्स आपने सुने हुए हैं, पर आपकी जितनी लिमिटेड नॉलेज होगी उसकी वोकैबुलरी की, आप उन्हीं वर्ड्स को यूज कर पाएंगे, क्योंकि उसके बियॉन्ड आप नहीं जानते हैं। आज एक तमिल परिवार, एक मलयालम परिवार, एक कोरिया परिवार, कोई सा भी इंडियन की जो लैंग्वेजेस हैं, जो स्टेट्स हैं, उसके 5 साल का बच्चा फ्लुएंट बोलता है अपनी मदर टंग को, भाई, क्योंकि उसी को सुन रहे हैं। I can't speak Tamil, I can't speak Odia. A 5-year-old child speaks fluent Tamil. Does it mean he or she has got more IQ than me or you? No. It's just because he is hearing that, he's speaking that. Same thing is about everything in this world. Whatever that has entered your brain, you can only exhibit that out. Okay? So, to improve upon your communication, your thought process should be good, and one is this, second is your vocabulary. जितनी आप अपनी vocabulary को limited रखोगे, supposedly it is the English language, but within the English language also, you are so much limited with the vocabulary. Words तो English में इतने हैं, इतने, उससे मैं और जितना हाथ stretch कर लूँ तो भी कम होगा। आपकी knowledge इतने words की है, आप अपने आप को इतने से words नहीं express कर सकते। Clear? Read करो, English newspapers पढ़ो, lot of such things, remaining conversations, etc., etc. That's the only way to increase your vocabulary. The moment your vocabulary increases, your automatic power of speaking that language, expressing yourself in that language increases too. As such, this is very natural. When we talk about communication, there are 2 things. Let me ask this, अगर 3 answers दिए आपने, तो there are some Sabinas again exam saying, you will be here, you get 1. And people who were here yesterday, who were hearing in the PTP, this thing I asked, you are not going to speak. Yeah. Right? I say, communication सिर्फ 3 या 4 ढंग से हो सकती है। एक जो ऐसे आपके साथ कर रहा हूँ, what is this communication called? I'm speaking to you. No. It is vocal. Good. I'll just invite. What's your name? Kritika. B-A-L-L. B-B-L-L. Kritika. That's perfect. It's called vocal. Anything that you speak and you're communicating through speech, through language being spoken out, through words being spoken out, that is vocal communication. Now I don't communicate something to you in speech. I write and on a piece of paper and I hand that paper here and you are reading it. So I am communicating through written. What is written called? Written communication is called what? Verbal. Yeah? You said verbal. Oh, that's right. It's verbal. Okay? What's your name? Mehak from BBL. It is called verbal.
Sir, you already.
There is another way in which you can exhibit. I don't say, hey, remain quiet, everybody. I'm not saying this. I'm not writing it on a piece of paper and showing it to you. Remain quiet. That's gestures and expressions. That is true. But what is gestures, expressions? Very smart. It has to be non-verbal.
Sign language.
Sign language, body language, very quiet body language. What is that communication for? Symbolic. You know, gestures, expressions, body language. But communication को क्या बोलते हैं? Anybody try? No try. No. It's called oral communication. I knew this would go. Alright? I'll just tell you how important everything is. It reflects your personality. Oral communication. चलो एक communication और होती है. अगर ये किसी ने बताया, तो I'm really would say that's smart, very smart. I'm not talking about that occult sciences की वो meditation में मैंने कुछ सोचा तुम्हें पता चल गया गुरुजी not that वो वाली चीजें बात नहीं कर रहा. Normal human beings between us, there's one more way we can communicate. What is that? Yeah? Yeah?
Eye contact.
Eye contact. Eye is oral communication. No, you know that. Please. Yeah. मैं कह रहा हूँ कि इन तीन के अलावा सिर्फ एक ही और जगह के साथ कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं. या वर्चुअल जॉब करोगे, वर्चुअली फिर आप बैठे ही हुए हैं, पर आप वैसे या तो वोकली कर रहे होगे, वोकली कर रहे होगे. That's it. Yeah.
Visionary.
Visionary. Which touch language? कैसे touch language बताओ? She is absolutely right. It is through touch. Beautifully answered. I have a pet in that house, a cocker spaniel. To my cocker spaniel, मैं उसे vocally communicate करूँगा, मैं उसे कहूँगा इसकी ये महीने लगेगी, communicate क्या मतलब Pluto, I love you, and I do this. He understands. अब मैंने उसे इतना नहीं पढ़ाया कि मैं उसे कागज पे लिखूं, Pluto, I love you, वो उसे दिखाऊं, so verbally he will not understand. Okay? Orally, absolutely. I just do this to him. उसे मालूम है छापड़ पड़ने वाले हैं, मुझे काम नहीं करना है. I give my eyes to him, and he looks into me. He gets to know because I have to bend my way. Orally भी वो समझेगा. और मैंने उसे ना orally कुछ कर रहा हूँ, ना मैं उसे कर रहा हूँ, पर कैसे अपना हाथ उसके ऊपर से प्यार से टैप कर रहा हूँ. He is my boss is running. The only way to communicate other these three things is through touch. I just go back. You have listened to me very patiently. So as a gesture, the one sitting in the last seat, I just tap them at the back. I say thanks. Well done. Great. बोला नहीं मैंने. Tap का मतलब आप क्या को समझ गए, right? आप क्लास में बैठे हो, क्लास बंक करनी है, लेक्चर बोरिंग चल रहा है. You want to leave the class? God will say you will turn to your next sitting friend, teacher, class बंक करते हैं. No, you will not. You are sitting straight. You will just put a tick of your elbow like this. Yeah. ऐसे कि आपने खड़े मतलब चल जाए निकलते हैं. Okay? So you not said anything, but it is understood कि क्या चलता है. So this This is what I'm saying. Touch is the other thing, but in your interviews, your interaction, touch is limited and absolutely limited only to a handshake. Only to a handshake. आप जहाँ पर इंटरव्यू देने गए उसको तो एक्ट करना नहीं है. Very smart looking lady or a handsome looking guy who may be your next boss. Not that you look at him like this and do anything like that. So what is the touch? It's only this. But all these other three things, आपका the first interaction होगा आपने किसी भी interaction में, they are extremely important. What way have you entered? Oral. अभी आपका कुछ और शुरू नहीं हुआ. I was telling yesterday, I was reminded of that. There is this company, Jones Lang LaSalle. Jones Lang LaSalle is a French company. As you have Richard Ellis, which is an American company. The facility management organizations have working most leading, the both of them. What do? They manage the whole facility. For example, in Gurgaon में multinational center. I said G. G के office में, Deloitte के office में, you'll find how many? पता चला 6,000 workstations. That means 6,000 computers installed. 10,000 employees. There are around 250 coffee vending machines. There are this, that. There's water outlets. Here you have water dispensers. There are at least 100 water dispensers there. And every morning when you will reach, you will find every dispenser is full of fresh water. You will find there's never the coffee vending machine. कभी उसका डालो coffee निकल ही रही है. Everything is in order because Jones Lang LaSalle or Richard Ellis people have been hired. There at least 200 people are employed in that premises to keep that premises, that facility absolutely intact for operations. So when I went, which I have been going umpteen times, hundreds of times when I was running a company globally, used to be invited by these leading multinationals in their leading interview boards. And I used to be one of the interviewers. So Jones Lang का एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग चीज बता रहा हूँ. उन्होंने क्या किया होता है, उनके सारे फेडरलिस्ट आते थे. 12,000 रुपये होते थे. Absolutely fine. इस मतलब उससे पहले के सारे लॉस क्लियर हो चुके होंगे. और वहाँ पर आकर करके जब इंटरव्यू होता था, उनका एक रिसेप्शन था जहाँ पर 8-10 बच्चे बैठे होते थे. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, मस्ट अंडरस्टैंड. वो बैठे होते थे और हम लोग जो थे अंदर के रूम में, बोर्ड रूम में, we used to be there with the CCTV on, जो कैमरा को 360 कवर करता था, बाकायदा ऐसे. You can see each and everything happening in that area of reception. कुछ काम नहीं होता था. For 15-20 minutes, we all used to be observing the body language of those candidates sitting there. Who's come how, who's doing what. Supposingly एक बंदा है, वो बार-बार अपनी घड़ी देख रहा है 2 मिनट बाद. Already 10 मार्क कम हो गया. इतनी जल्दी है, इंटरव्यू देने को आया. There is something so other thing important in joining Jones Lang LaSalle. Get there, be out of time, reach and ambition. Somebody is sitting on the chair, क्योंकि उसमें CCTV में सिर्फ वो नहीं आता था. You can hear the voice also. Because one can hear the voice. So this one is sitting on a chair, a reception sofa or something, and that is making a little noise. If you move a lot, it makes chirp, chirp. ये बहुत मजे लेने के लिए और कर रहा है chirp, 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 chirp. Intentionally, he is doing it for very casual attitude, extremely casual attitude. I don't wish to have it too. और कल मैंने एक इंस्टेंस सुना है. This is nearly 22 years back. This was the year 2000. This person who was the finalist, he is there. Every important चीज होती है कब कहाँ क्या करना है. This guy, आज से 22 years back, very frankly speaking, smoking को उतना publicly denounce नहीं किया गया था जितना कि आप किया जा चुका. The ill effects of smoking and consciousness towards smoking or non-smoking has become very categorical now, which was not there 22 years back. aircraft may used to have the back seats which were allotted to smokers. Inside the aircraft, smoking was allowed. I have traveled at that time when it was very much allowed. आपकी preference देनी you are a smoker or you are a non-smoker. Just like that. But nowadays, जितनी consciousness है वो नहीं थी. तो मैं तब की बात कर रहा हूँ 2000 में. This interview with this guy is his personal habit. I don't want to advocate about it's good or not, but one should know where you are doing. I have come to understand, cutting from this topic to the side, I have come to understand it's a class of BLB or BJLB, was it BJLB, was it some other? There's somebody who was found to be smoking inside the classroom. Whether it was an electronic cigarette. I must tell all of you, I'm a very, you can beat it or it, you can take it for granted that as a friend, as a well-wisher, as a supporter, you won't find anybody more than Yugank within the system. But when it comes to misconduct, you won't find anybody worse than me. That's also true. I will not take even 2 seconds investigating that student if it comes to my knowledge tomorrow or day after. Not 2 seconds. Investigation means कि आप for all time आप IT यूनिवर्सिटी के किसी भी कॉलेज में ज्वाइन नहीं कर सकते for all time in your life. तो किसी को अगर इसने इतना रिस्क लेना है please do that further. एक बार और करने की कोशिश करना please. Anyway, coming back to my point. क्योंकि ना हर चीज का वजूद पता होना बहुत जरूरी है कि कोई कहाँ पर कैसा क्या कर रहा है. कल कोर्ट के अंदर हो गए हिम्मत करना कोर्ट के अंदर जज सामने बैठा होना हिम्मत करना हाथ में सुलझाना तो दूर की बात है हाथ में पकड़ के खड़ा होने की बात करोगे कोर्ट मार्शल हो जाएगा. ओके और आपका लाइसेंस लाइफ टाइम के लिए ले लिया जाएगा. तो कंडक्ट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हाट वी आर doing is so important. So this, please keep it at the back of your mind, especially you all who is going to be nothing else but students of law. And law से दो चीजों पर चलती है, which is evidence. The moment you have evidence, you are gone. And we have all the CCTVs and everything everywhere. You need not to bother on that. So don't even this during the very दिल से सिलेक्शन ले रहा हूँ सभी को. इस तरह की कोई सी एक्टिविटी मत करना which will force me to take a very such action that would be not threatened by anybody on it. This is my guarantee to all of you. As long as you remain in the right code of conduct, you won't find anybody better to you. But don't dare crossing certain limits. Okay. So this guy, it's about to be over. I'll just coming to the end. This guy was walking out. पहले बार घड़ी देखकर अभी तक याद है. He's sitting cross-legged and he's putting his legs to ला रहा है. और he's not in bed comfort. Maybe कुछ और. अब उसके बाद he's gone out. So there was a big glass door. तो बाहर क्या हो रहा है दिखाई दे रहा है. जैसे मैं दोनों 22 साल पहले इतना का स्ट्रिक्टनेस नहीं थी. कभी इतनी नहीं कि anybody who is smoking would go out, stand in that corridor, वहाँ पर एक standing activity जैसे hotels में होती है, where we can see from the glass window that this guy is, he's taking a stroll there with a cigarette lighted. That's right. He is stubbing it and like that. Fine. अभी तक बात ठीक थी. बहुत numbers कटे नहीं थे. He was not ruled out of interview or interaction. पर इसके बाद उसने जो किया, उसके बाद उसको बुलाना मतलब फॉर्मेलिटी सिर्फ हेलो हाय और बाय नहीं थी. He would also would have been shocked हुआ कि आपने साथ इंटरव्यू लिया क्यों नहीं. Anyway, आप इसको फोर्स नहीं कर सकते इंटरव्यू लेने के लिए. मेरा मिशन मैं बॉस हूँ. नहीं लिया बॉस. आप मुझे चैलेंज नहीं किया लीजिए. That's it. So this guy stubs his cigarette, he has inhaled the last puff of it, he stubs it, he enters the reception and he throws the air which he has inhaled the smoke inside the reception. जो clearly CCTV में देख गया. And certain things are very important in life. Don't take things for granted. When it comes to oral, आप कैसे बैठे हैं, कैसे चल रहे हैं, कैसे शेक किया, आपने क्या ड्रेसअप किया हुआ है, आप स्पोर्ट्स शू पहनकर चले गए उस दिन, maybe they are the costliest in the world, the sports shoe that you're wearing, or the jogging tracks आपने पहने हुए हैं, was going for an interview or you going for, but are you taking it that casually? आप मेरी फर्म को, मेरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को इतना कैजुअली ले रहे हो कि आप एक स्पोर्ट्स शू पहन कर आते हैं, स्पेशली स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ लॉ आपके लिए तो होता है तो you would grow up, you know. I tell you, my daughter, she is in the High Court of Delhi, working with Justice Siddharth Mudal. Her wardrobe, which had the best of the colors till 2 years back, has only black and white now, in all different clothes, but colors black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white. Better than us, code है, और जो code में नहीं है, वो नहीं है, और वो ठीक नहीं है. So these things need to be understood. I would not take much time of yours. I think it's lunchtime. I'm seeing it now. Don't worry. So, lastly, what I would say is, next PDP, next Personality Development Program. This Personality Development Program of yours, I picked from my side. Given you the dates. I am available. For my students, I am always available. It is upon you now, when you want your second degree. You want it in a week's time, you want it in 10 days' time, you want it in a month's time. I am there. I will take you further from where you have stopped. For example, you can communication के बाद, communication skills, conversational skills, communication के details that बिल्कुल बात ही नहीं किया. I have not talked about the skills part. I have not talked about the list, I have not talked about the NTI, I have not talked about any other thing which is hundreds which I would love to speak to you. और आपको लगने लगेगा, oh yes, this thing is in me. Oh yes, I have this thing. Oh yes, this is what I have to work out. This is what I have to take from here. Yugank sir said that, oh yes, this is very much in me. मेरे ये वाली खामी है, इसको मैं ऐसे पूरा करता हूँ, etc., etc., etc. I can speak for next 2 hours, but I do not want you to have this as my first interaction with you. But no doubts, we'll talk on some things which is not just communication, conversational, presentation, comprehensive skills, analytical skills. These all skills combination, communication, conversational, analytical, comprehensive and presentation. ये 5 skills आपके पास है, you are just the winner. You are just the guy made for the court to win your case, to plead and to literally turn the tunes to yourself. Advocates का एक चीज के बारे में जाने जाते हैं, they are master of words. They can twist words to win a case. आपको अगर एक चीज मालूम हो, आपको होप लेनी पड़ती है कि मैं अपनी प्रैक्टिस के दौरान झूठ नहीं बोलूं. Okay? You have to take this pledge. अगर झूठ बोले केस में होते, but सच्चाई के साथ ही केस को विन किया जा सकता है. How you twist yourself. I give you a beautiful joke on this. Beautiful joke. A very decent piece of appreciate with me. There's this guy जो कि चेन स्मोकर, तो उसकी फैमिली से बड़ी नाराज रहती थी कि तुम अपनी स्मोकिंग हैबिट की वजह से ब्रेक नहीं करते हो कभी भी फैमिली के साथ चर्च में जाकर, क्योंकि ब्रेक में कोई 45 मिनट से 1 घंटा लगता था और उतनी देर तक वो कैमरा कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकता था कि he is not to light a cigarette. He meets a friend of his. He says, yeah, I have this problem. My family started, being very evasive with me because of this. But then go to the church, talk to the father. Maybe he has a way out. So he goes to the church. Father says, yes, my son, what's the problem? He says, Father, I have something to ask if you don't mind. He says, yeah, please. He says, Father, can I smoke when I pray? He says, what the hell are you his advocate friend, and then he asked, boss, I went through this problem, I asked Ankit, and now this is Sachin, जो कि उसका advocate friend है, I said, you tell me, this is what has happened with me today. Well, come on now, you do this way. I think so you will have a way out. Well, you go to the father and ask this. He goes back again to the father. The father says, yeah, again, what is it now? He says, Father, I have another thing to ask. He says, what? Well, Father, can I pray when I am smoking? He says, pray you can do at any time. Any time you can pray. So like, never stop yourself from not praying. You can pray at any time. So this is how you twist words, wherein one has a way out. It is how you dwindle the words, how you mold them to be winner, and that is very important. लास्ट चीज बात करूंगा सिर्फ 1 मिनट और लेकर इस चीज में बहुत डिटेल में बात करेंगे which is one word called attitude. This makes you, I won't say it breaks you, this makes you or doesn't make you. What kind of an attitude you keep is extremely important for you to succeed, to reach that happiness, and this is what. There's 3 words: attitude, aptitude, and altitude. Attitude, all of you know, the basic outlook, how you take things as a very negative guy, very demeaning kind of a person who always feels pleasure in demeaning someone, making sarcasm of others. You're very mean-minded, you are very self-centered, or you are very given up guy, very balanced person, think positive, etc. What attitude you have? Aptitude, what is aptitude? Next question, 2 winners are already there.
Capability.
Yeah?
Capability.
Who said that? Very rightly said. The capability, the IQ in you, what's your name here?
Madhav Malik.
Sergeant?
Madhav.
Madhav, okay. Madhav Malik, great Madhav, very nicely said. We have these 3 students coming up to the scene. It is your intelligence, it is your capability, it is the thing in you, the aptitude. Altitude? Height. A very strange thing was very close to me in my college days. She was with the World Bank at Geneva after Delhi School of Economics. And she sent me 2 years back birthday message on my birthday with the caption, "Remain as you are," and that way. And there was this small story which revolved around these 3 words: attitude, aptitude, and altitude. Which says, I'll share that 1-minute story and then we end today's PDP. There's a billionaire. And one day the billionaire comes to his office very tensed up. His secretary for years, she says, "Sir, I'm बहुत tensed up लग रहे हैं, क्या problem है?" He says, "तुमने बिल्कुल ठीक जज किया, मैं बहुत ठीक राइट पूछ कर नहीं हूँ." बोले, "भाई सर, बोले देखो, परसों सैटरडे को मैंने बोर्ड में अनाउंस कर दिया कि बॉब जो है, बॉब इज सन, कि बॉब is going to be the next chairman of the company and I'll take the back seat on next Monday." तो आज बस 6 दिन रह गए, 6 दिन बाद बॉब चेयर पे बैठेगा। बोले, "सर, इसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है? आप सोच ही रहे थे बहुत टाइम से कि बॉब has to take over now and should get back to your retired state." बोले, "No, it's not that. I am looking forward to it, but एक चीज मुझे बहुत ट्रबल कर रही है कि बॉब जैसे ही मेरी चेयर पे बैठेगा, वो कहीं सकम ना कर जाए, वो कहीं गिव अप ना कर दे." बोले, "भाई सर, मुझे तो मालूम है, बॉब has been the only child of mine with no mother, as the mother left us when she was very young. I have brought him up. I have kept him away from all problems, all troubles in life. और मेरी चेयर पे जैसे बैठेगा, सारी troubles, सारी problems इसको तीनों की तरह भेजती जाएगी हर तरफ से, और उसके प्रेशर में, उसके पेन में आकर के कहीं अपने आप को सरकम ना कर दे, कोई गलत डिसीजन ना ले, और एक गलत डिसीजन को लीड टू collapse of my empire. मैं अपने आप को अच्छा था, but मैं sure नहीं उसके बाद में will he be able to take the responsibility the right way. वो ये सर अब कुछ हो नहीं सकता, आप अनाउंस कर चुके हो, it's too late. पर हाँ, आप अपने मन की सांत्वना के लिए कि आपका फ्यूचर अच्छा है, कंपनी का फ्यूचर अच्छा है, अच्छे हाथ में चीजें कंपनी जा रही है, आप सर इसको ना सिर्फ और सिर्फ उसके एटीट्यूड पर चेक करो। और कैसे करो? उसके साथ ऐसे करो। ओके, लेट मी चेक। Next day morning, he calls Bob after the breakfast and he says, Bob, tell me one thing. You know the people who stay at the end of the road where our mansion stands? Who are those people? मुझे मालूम है, वो लोग हैं, दो तीन फैमिली हैं जो हमारे हॉर्सेस को रब करती हैं, हमारे घोड़ों को, उनकी मालिश करती हो, जो हमारे घोड़े रेसेस में दौड़ते हैं, they are those horses. Well, right. Well, no, I want one thing, Bob. तुम अभी इसी बात अगर कर सकते हो, मैं कुछ चाहता हूँ, मैं कुछ टेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, अगर तुम इसी बात से अपने कपड़े ला सकते हो, मनी, गाड़ी, कुछ नहीं, तुम जाओ उनके साथ रहो संडे तक, 5 दिन उनके साथ रहो, संडे को आप मुझसे शेयर करना कैसा रहा, नहीं रह पाए कभी भी, चाहे 1 दिन चाहे 1 घंटा, उसी वक्त वापस आएगा, ऐसी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। That is Bob चला गया था, okay then let me take this challenge. Bob goes, and this is the Sunday, and the father is very disturbed, he is very perturbed, boss क्या होने वाला है, and he is waiting for his son, his son आज उसके लौट रहा है, and suddenly he sees a very nice whistle coming to the background, and he sees here comes Bob, ऊपर की कभी window से झांक के देखता है जहाँ Bob आ रहा है दूर से, and he sees what happens. Bob comes, the guards rushes to open the gates for him, he stops them, he opens the gates himself, he enters, he goes up, he hugs the father. Father says, Bob, how was your stay? Bob says, Dad, जो मैं 32 साल में नहीं सीख पाया, वो मैंने यहाँ 5 दिन में सीख लिया। What is that? वो जो मेरे पास मैसेज आया था, उसमें there were at least 100 observations जो Bob ने की। मैं आपके साथ 2-3 शेयर कर रहा हूँ, and we end up actually being here. He says, Dad, every day morning we think so great about ourselves. Morning हम उठते हैं, न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते हैं कॉफी के साथ, आप और मैं, हम लोग अपने बरामदे में बैठते हैं, मुझे अपना कोट चार्ट दिख रहा होता है, and I know this is my limit. We know we have a defined limit. That, believe me, where I lived, they had no limit. Horizon was the limit. But at that we have a small swimming pool. We keep bragging about the school like anything. Throw poolside parties. Bribe the media guy to publish reports about us, about the parties and all. But at that we have a very, very small pool with us. They had the whole river with them. He says that we have kept guards to protect us. They had friends with them. Etc. 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 That comes and says, you make my day. I know my empire is going in right hands and it will grow further only bigger. God bless you. And this ends with this. There is always thank you so much. This ends, my dear students, with this feeling. ये जो slang था उसका ये था, there is always a chance. There is always a chance that somebody with great aptitude, किसी में काबिलियत, capability भयानक है, gold medalist है, etc. etc. There is always a chance that somebody with great aptitude, but some attitude. Air भी है बहुत सबके बारे में, फालतू में air भी है, attitudinal observations है. So there is always a chance that somebody with great aptitude, but some attitude, shall never scale the altitudes of life. जिंदगी की ऊंचाइयों को नहीं छूता है, उसमें नहीं चढ़ पाता है, वो उसी में खत्म हो जाता है. Attitude is like a plastic shield. जो अपने आसपास ग्रुप रैप कर लेते हो, wisdom and the right thoughts and the right feelings, they don't enter into you. So my dear students, my children, remain away from such things. Remain as positive, as good thinking, as much as you can. Because this is what will give you the ultimate happiness. And this is what you are yearning for. The ultimate feel is happiness. Once that is there, that will pop up. You automatically want to get more. And this is how you keep on doing in your life. We'll pick up in our next PDP from here, from communication skill, as I have not spoken anything about communication at all. So this is upon you. Where do you want the next PDP that you answer? Speak to your department, speak to Vikrami, speak to Dr. Ahmed, and they can fix it up and we'll have some grand, beautiful, nice thing again. And I request the three buddies to please come up. Yeah, there was somebody was there, yeah. And you, Madam. Yeah, can I have Tash is there. Oh yeah, Tash was there. Sorry.
Vinash.
Congratulations. Congrats. Please come, sir.
Please, a good applause for them, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, my students. Believe me, I'm not a hard guy. I sound hard, but believe me, only one thing. I strictly believe in word called conduct. As a student, you should know your limits. You should know your extents, and do not cross that. As you are living in a house too, as a child to your parents, as a sibling to your maybe elder sister, elder brother, you know your limits and you remain within that. क्योंकि शोभा वही देता है, जो उसको क्रॉस कर रहा होता है, definitely is not doing the right thing and has to pay for it. So here you definitely pay for it. So my humble feel towards you as a senior, one there to guide you, one there to mentor you, is that remain within that, which is the next mark, the benchmark, not cross it. And I feel we'll be moving together in the right direction. Thank you so much. Nice time with you all.